Hi guys, it's me, Rusty in Central Texas, USA. I really don't have much to say today. Well, I might. Uh, it's the craziest thing. Uh, you try to come up with ideas for videos, and I never can come up with crap. I mean, I've done videos on camping in a Prius, making cotton pillows. I don't know what else. A lot of other crap, I guess. But it's not easy. I mean, it's not easy to come up with something new every day. I did one on, I called it Beer 30. Uh, Beer 30 here for me is about 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. And, uh, and that means it's time for cerveza, por favor. Mm. I swear that's health food. But anyway, what am I going to talk to you about today? What can I say? What's happened? What's happened is, if you can believe it, we're having in the USA as we speak a political revolution, and by that I mean the quote establishment, whoever that is supposed to be being beat by the non-establishment, which would be Bernie Sanders and Donald Trump. Uh, I don't know if it seemed, if it sounds too good to be true, it usually is. Uh, what will change for me? Nothing. Uh, I live about as good as you can live. I live on Social Security and, I've got Medicare. I do wish we'd go to a single payer health system in the US so that, everybody had the same health care and that's it. I mean, including the military, including senators and presidents and everybody. Yeah, we just have one health plan and that's it. That's it. Period. Zero. Cut the crap out. And but anyway, I was impressed that Donald Trump did win in Nevada by a large margin, apparently. And actually, he's closed his gap. I live in Texas, and I don't care what the polls say. The latest poll I saw that's fairly reliable, as far as I can tell, are polls reliable? I don't know. The one is called Real Clear Politics. And I noticed that Ted Cruz in the past 2 days has dropped 8 points. Now there's only a 1 or 2 percentage point difference between him and Trump. And, you got to remember this is Ted Cruz's state. He's a state senator, and, you'd expect him to win. So anyway, we'll see. And if Donald Trump happens to be president, or Bernie Sanders, we'll see if things change. We'll see if Wall Street and the one percenters are changed or put in their place. That's crap. The golden rule is people with the gold make the rules. That's the way it's always been, and I would imagine that's the way it's always going to be. The thing that's caught them this time is the social media. A lot of the old people in both parties don't realize how quick and how vast that universe is. I mean, it covers hundreds of millions instantly. And so when they make a mistake or something's not correct and somebody picks it up in the whole universe of the US, they publish it on the internet immediately. And so, you got that going on. And they got cell phones. They can take a picture and post it on YouTube in a heartbeat, just like I'm doing here. And but anyway, it's a beautiful day here in Central Texas. Right now it's 64 degrees Fahrenheit, which is nice. The wind's out of the north, probably 10 miles an hour. I was just out on the patio. And, again, what I wish that I could do on this phone that I can't is, just reach up there and touch the screen and slide across it, and it would go to the camera in the back, automatically so that I could I could touch that and then walk outside or show you something that I'm looking at but you can't. And so far, I haven't been able to find a cell phone that has a camera that you can do that on. Now, you can do it if you're just taking still pictures. You can take a selfie and then reach up and slide your finger across the screen, and it'll go to the rear camera, and you can take a picture of the scene. Unfortunately, that does not work with uh, the video. But anyway, am I going to invest money in a expensive video camera for you to listen to me? I kind of doubt it. I kind of doubt it. I mean, again, I've said this before. I mean, I'm just sitting here talking to myself, drinking a beer, and enjoying the contentment of living in the country in Texas. I got all the windows open, doors open, nice breeze coming through. What can you get better than that? And I have no neighbors within, roughly a quarter of a mile, maybe more, I'm not sure. And even then, they're just sparse. There might be in this whole area within 10 miles of within 3 miles of where I live, there's probably 100 homes, maybe. And I'd say that's pretty close. Pretty close. And I live pretty close to a state park called Inks Lake State Park. But anyway, also, I don't have on a t-shirt today, and I have on this is about as good as it gets for me. And so anyway, what else is there going on? Leave a comment, y'all. If some of you folks from the United Kingdom or Australia or Canada or anywhere else in the world that's watching this, I notice I get about 8% of my views from Australia, 10% from the United Kingdom, and about 6% from Canada, and then the rest of it's basically the U.S. and a few other, not much from other countries. But it's amazing. I mean, how many views do I get? I get about, on all the videos I have posted, I get a total of about maybe 30 views a day. But, that's amazing to me. I started out with none, you know. And so, this is a way for me to kind of communicate and break the boredom mold or cycle for being retired. For some of you folks that are watching that may be retired or fixing to retire, you got to stay busy. You got to do something. I do wine tasting events, wine and beer tasting events. It's on a contract basis. It's really easy. I go to a local grocery store in Texas called HEB, and it's a 3-hour demo. And it's really fun. I take a chair and a table and I sit down and talk to people basically for 3 hours and get paid for it. It doesn't pay a hell of a lot. It varies between 60 and $100 depending on what you're doing. And of course, I've been with them. This is my 3rd year doing this, and I do probably an average of 5 demos a month, usually on a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Again, they're for 3 hours. And that gives me something to do. Plus, doing these videos, I just created this out of thin air. And in my mind, again, I've said this before, millions of people are viewing me and seeing me in my unshaved face, which I don't care about. And at least I can go in a mosque. If you have a shaved face, you can't go in a mosque. You gotta have a beard. You gotta have some hair on your face. So. Anyway, with that in mind, I'm pulling for Trump. Actually, I'm pulling for Trump or Bernie Sanders. Doesn't that tell you something? One's a Democrat and one's a Republican. But either one, if elected, if they're able to follow through on any of the crap they've said they're going to follow through on, would be a change in a good direction for the United States and hopefully the entire world. Maybe this is what this is all about. This is a way for the U.S. to change direction, and everybody feels like they're involved. Could they do that? Sure. It's otherwise they were facing a total revolution. And so anyway, they caught it early, and now we have Trump and we have Bernie Sanders, which Again, either one's fine with me. Do I like Hillary Clinton? No. Why? I don't know. I've listened to her speak, and I just, my instincts tell me it's all bad. I don't know why. It's just not good. But be that as it may, enjoy your day. Just a minute. I have to have a. Here's to you. No, here I'll tell you. I'll give you a toast I learned. Uh, this is X-rated, so kids, tell your kids to turn their heads. Uh, I heard this from old boy in Victoria, Texas, probably 25, 30 years ago. We were at an event and had on our little coats and ties. I mean, I used to be secretary treasurer of a couple of companies. I was on boards of directors of 3 companies, and and I was also a director board on the board of the YMCA, the Boys Club, and another one I can't remember on Chamber of Commerce. And anyway, this was in Victoria 2 years ago, and this guy gets up and everybody holds their glass up and he says, "Here's to you, here's to me. Should we ever disagree, fuck you, here's to me." Not a bad toast, huh? But be that as it may, that's the world we live in today in Texas. I just wanted to say something. I just felt good today. So y'all enjoy, and thumbs up again, big thumbs up, and enjoy. I'll talk to you from time to time. Adios.